You know how most guys have that multi-urinal thing where you can't be next to each other? This would solve that entire thing with that story you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to do shit.
Yeah, it's you just can you imagine going in there right just to wash your hands, going fuck now I gotta pee because the water running. If you get my drift,
you'd be able to piss and wash your hands at the same place.
Shit. No, it's going. Yeah, I don't know if I want to, but yeah, if it's clean water, yeah. But you know how it is. Most water is, clean. But you're sitting. I've never seen the full thing of it, but just keep imagine sitting there washing your hands and pissing at the same time. That'd be so fucking cool. Hey, pass me so's, bitch. Hold on, unzip my flying pee in this bitch, man. It's one of those not that you fucking ass.
Hello, everybody. I'm Lion. Welcome to Metaverse Degen.
I'm old man Raptor, and our guest is.
Hey, I'm Kuma. I'm Kuma the Kami. You can just call me Kuma.
Good to hear. Glad to have you here.
Indeed. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
So,
anytime.
Put it simply, what is it you do here in VRChat?
Mostly what I do in VRChat is primarily DJ. That was the main reason I actually started playing.
Oh, really?
Ooh. For the most part, yeah. I actually saw other friends of mine who were already in the scene, and I was like, wow, that's cool. I need to get in on that. So I made it happen.
So you're trying to tell me, Kuma, that you were playing you're a DJ and you're playing elevator music. What kind of music
that's
you play is what I meant.
Very, very far. Very, very far from what I play.
Okay.
Generally I'm playing like hardcore, up-tempo, the stuff that sounds like a fax machine breaking.
Oh, so you're playing music makes your balls fall down and you want to trip on them and go, oh, that's okay. They're just grapes. They'll squish. I can get them back. No big deal kind of music. Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's good music. That's good music.
Indeed. Indeed.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So that got you into VR chat or VR in general, to the whole wanting to DJ thing?
That I would say mostly VRChat because I saw, that there was a big platform where, you actually can get yourself out there. You'll get some kind of an audience, whether small or big, but you have people who are willing to give you time of day.
Okay. Interesting.
At least you didn't say day of time. That'd be a real bitch.
I wonder if there's elevator music clubs, though.
God.
I mean,
wait a minute. Hold up the bus. I gotta answer this. Can you imagine coming in there going, all right, I'm ready to what the fuck is this shit? This is about as annoying as crap I've ever heard in my fucking life. I'm better off being in the hospital listening to the music they're playing, because it's about as exciting as that shit. Yeah, you got a cup of coffee? Yeah, I'll sit down and listen to this. Wow, this is great. Yeah, holy shit.
So, what got you into VR as well?
VRChat. To be completely honest with you, I would have never bought any kind of VR headset or anything if it wasn't VRChat, I would say.
Okay. Honestly, it's mostly for me as well, except I was also pulled towards Half-Life Alyx.
See, I've never played any Half-Life game. Well, that's kind of a lie, but for the most part, I have not played any Half-Life game.
Oh, it's all good. You don't need to know much to play Half-Life. One of the added benefits to it all.
In other words, you ain't missing much.
No.
You're not missing much, is what you're trying to say, Line? Okay, gotcha.
So when did you
What?
start?
Hey, it's a great game until you can't figure out where half of your life went.
I see what you did there.
Uh-huh, you got it. You got it.
For a second, I thought you were talking about VRChat. Kind of true there too, except your memories would be filled with femboys and e-girls, furries.
Yeah, I mean, you could call this Half-Life. Half of your life goes away here too. So.
Except one's nuclear.
It's almost as bad as watching paint dry and the grass to grow out in your front yard going, God damn, this is great. I bet it'll grow an inch tomorrow. Nope, didn't move at all. What a son of a bitch. Okay, got you. Mirror. Yeah, I got you.
I'm surprised that's not a world yet. It's a joke. Grass growing simulator. Joke doesn't grow.
Watch, somebody don't do that. Come in, watch the grass grow. All right, this is bitching. By the way, Crew, do you do the same thing as what you do in VR in real life? Do you play music in real life or just in here?
Occasionally, when I get the opportunity to, I do DJ IRL. I actually love doing it, so whenever I get the opportunity to, it doesn't happen too often where I get to play out in front of a crowd, but with friends we have like a weekly DJ night that we do, so we all just bring a bin and we spin some tracks and just have fun. So that's always cool.
Okay. So
I like that idea.
So are these the same friends that got you into here?
Same group of friends, yeah.
Interesting. So how long have you been playing VRChat?
I want to say since end of 2021, so I guess 1 or 2 years now, yeah.
Crazy
to think about.
So you came in during COVID.
Yeah, definitely.
Same for me. It was like early 2021 for me though.
Yeah. My buddy DJ School Pizza, he was kind of getting more into the scene and VR at the time, so I was kind of like piggybacking off of him and watching what he was doing, and I was like, that's super cool. I really need to get up in here. And then I ended up finding Vibe Tribe, that group, the Hard Dance Fridays. So because it's weird me being American saying I like hardcore because it's not a common thing, but I love hardcore. So finding a group that that constantly has hardcore events all the time was great. And I was like, I need to play there. It was actually the first place I did like have a real event at, so it was great.
Okay. So how did you get involved with them then? How did you find them initially and get into that group?
Well, DJ School Pizza gave me an invite to the Discord, and then I got in there and started talking to people. Eventually, I ended up with just kind of chatting with people, and then we ended up getting kind of like a friendship relationship. And then I believe it was one of the after parties. Someone asked me if I wanted to play. And I did, so I went up there and I played for the first after party, which was one of my first like VR sets with an actual crowd. Like I'd done like live streams on Twitch before with obviously not many viewers, but before that, but this was my actual first like set with a crowd that people were watching, so it was crazy.
Oh, so how'd you? How long was that initial set, and how long were you with them? Are you still with them today?
I was a 40, no, it was an hour-long set. Generally, the sets at Vibe Tribe are an hour long. And I do still play there. I'm actually looking forward to the next time I do.
Okay. So,
yeah, it actually shouldn't be too far.
Oh, nice. When is that event so people can, if anyone wants to go see it?
I think the next one is going to be first Saturday in September. It's usually on Fridays, but something else going on Fridays.
Oh, Okay. So I'm gonna ask you a question we ask almost every person we bring on. Simply, it's a fun question and kind of gets a good view of people's minds.
Yeah,
If VR or
yeah.
VRChat could do something to that'll be make things easier on you, what would it be?
Uh, like just VR in general or VR chat specifically?
Either.
I wish that VR was more, I guess, less bulky.
Hmm.
I personally, I love being in VR. I love the immersiveness of like having my arms move around when I'm talking, being able to like see my face actually move with my lips and whatnot. I hate having this headset on my face.
Hmm.
I dislike it. I wish I had something like maybe the big screen VR where it's just like glasses. But
Yeah. That looks really
the
crazy.
headset, it's just
Big screen
yeah,
VR.
it's so disgruntling for me. I'm never really able to get, be in it for long. And I guess that breaks the immersiveness for me
Hmm.
somewhat.
Why can't you be in it for that long?
It's just not very comfortable. I've got all the
Hmm.
pro straps and all the stuff to make it counterweights and whatnot to try to make it comfortable. Even so, it's still just really hot.
Hmm.
Feels like it's weighing down my head.
Yeah. Well, at least it does seem with the newer headsets coming out that a lot of them are getting smaller and thinner. Like as you said, the big screen beyond's like no
Right.
bigger than a banana, which is nuts, especially since it's like form fit to your face. Then there's the Apple and the Vive XR, I think it is. There's another one that's like the no bigger than
Mm-hmm.
a set of ski goggles.
Yeah, those are crazy. I think those types of headsets, like once they are more accessible and like lower costs, those are going to be the things that are going to get more people in VR.
Mm. Especially when headset starts doing away with cords. These fun little weighted things.
Oh,
Yeah,
come
this
on.
thing right
Everybody needs a
here.
rip cord for their. Everybody needs a rip cord when you fall off your ceiling and want to go boom. Just in
Raptor, for
case
the
you
love
trip
of
over your
God,
dog.
don't rip cord your headsets. Those cords are expensive.
Mine unplugs, buddy. It just pops right out, dude. I can pull it anytime.
It must be nice.
Mine's just charging.
It must be nice.
No, it
Question
sucks because
moment.
it still sucks because the fucker's heavier. Shit gives me headaches.
Ah.
See, case in point. Case in point.
Mm-hmm. Too much weight is. Don't get me wrong. It's great. It's fun and everything else like this, but it's like anything. Come on, Jesus Christ, people. We all know the same thing. I keep saying it. When your mom bought the very first, in my time, bought a microwave and they brought it home and going, wow, new color TV. Oh, it's a microwave. If you get my drift now, you're going, wow, mom, you brought, what the fuck is this small box for? Oh, it's a microwave. It ain't like, Jesus Christ, it weighs a ton and it takes two people to bring it in the house. No, it's just one person walking out and put it underneath the armpit. It's the way they get around it. It just takes some time. But, it's the way it goes. But I'm gonna fuck his name up so fucking bad. I just know it when I'm gonna say this. Kuro. Did I say that? Kuma? Okay. Hey, I just called him Cucumber.
You got it the second time.
Oh.
You got it the second time.
Oh, okay. Well, that counts. Better than calling him Cucumber. Going, hey, Mr. Cucumber. Yeah.
Cucumber the Kami.
When you're doing your sets and everything else like this, is there any certain, how you want to put it, dialogue that you always are looking for, or is you just play from the hip?
I guess it really depends on what event it is. Most of the time, I'm going in trying to have a good time for myself and hoping in that the crowd is also having a good time. And obviously, if I'm doing something that I see the crowd isn't feeling, I'm going to move to what the crowd wants. Because obviously that's what a DJ is supposed to do. But, what my DJing has always been mostly for me. Just, I'm playing the songs I like, because I like it and it's fun for me.
I
Okay.
like that idea. It's different.
Indeed. It is very different. So, how do you feel about the whole people who play for the crowd versus you who plays for yourself?
At the same time, I feel like people who play for the crowd, they're doing it for themselves because they like what they're getting from the crowd. It just really depends on, I guess, your taste in music. Like if the crowd doesn't like what you like, but you still like the attention from the crowd, then you're gonna play what the crowd likes. So if you can meet that middle ground in what you like is what the crowd also likes, then you play what you. So.
Okay.
I got one for you. Okay, when you did your very first set, your very first VR set, and everything, not knowing how many people are out there or anything like this, how did you feel? What emotion did you go through? You know, everybody, oh shit, I gotta barf before I do this, you know, or I gotta drain the main vein before I get on the play, you know. What was going through your head when you were playing, you know, your very, very first set?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I get almost the exact same anxiety for my first set that I get almost every time I play. Like, it's, am I gonna screw up this transition? Like, am I gonna have some kind of technical difficulty? Am I gonna have to like pee really bad during the middle of the set? Every time I think about these things.
Sounds like me every time. Going, oh crap, I gotta pee. What the son of a? I'll be right back. You know how hard that is to do when you're doing a broadcast with somebody. You're going, oh crap, I gotta drain the main vein. I gotta. Fuck it. I'll play my father bit, just piss in a bottle and tighten it up and throw it away later. Okay.
Well, the beauties of VR is you can mute your mic and no one will know you're pissing in a bottle. So that's just most days when you're hitting your vape, your controllers are here. No one's gonna fucking know.
Fuck, I hit it all the time. True. Click it off, click it on. Or my phone goes off. I'm sorry. Shit, I just should have just muted it and been better. Yeah.
Except my hand tracking shows when I hit my vape because, you know, it's all like, you know.
No,
so it's not very
smart. See, on that situation, you do this. See, you got to do it like this. See? You know, it's not a problem. The controllers are both in one hand, not both hands, so you can actually cheat. Yeah.
So, I do have a question for you. In your goings leading up to doing your first set, who taught you how to DJ here in VR and all of that?
Well, what do you mean by DJ in VR? Like in general DJing, or just like how to do
both
VR stuff?
Both.
I guess I self-taught myself how to DJ for the most part. I had some pointers from my friends, obviously, but I just started because it was something I was interested in, and mainly because I saw my older brother like dabble in it for a bit. He had downloaded some virtual DJ and was messing around with it, and I was like, wow, that's so cool. This is like 10-year-old me. And that kind of stuck with me. So when I was able to find some, I think it was like a Mark mix track with like no internal mixer or anything, it's literally just a controller, I was able to actually find like a pirated copy of virtual DJ and start messing around with that. But that's where I actually started, and that's kind of how I started learning how to beat match and whatnot. Obviously, nowhere near as good as anyone competent, but you got to start somewhere.
Exactly.
And then from there, I kind of moved up to, I got a Hercules Impulse, which was like my first kind of big boy controller, and that's what I started like my main thing on. That's where I actually my first VR set on. Started practicing software that it came. And doing lots and lots of Twitch streams. That's where the main of my practice was just doing Twitch streams to an audience of maybe 1 person to 10 bots.
All right. So between your VR sets and your street Twitch sets and real life with your friends, which do you prefer of the three?
Uh, it's a hard one because I definitely love the VR sets. I love the energy that people in VR chat bring to the clubs and whatnot when you're playing a hype song and everyone's feeling it. You're getting all the fire emojis and the snowflakes and all that. It just feels great. It's a great feeling. But at the same time, it's a great feeling to have the people that you physically know in person also gassing you up and like, oh shit, you're playing my song, when you're also doing that in real life. So they're very close. They're very close.
Very close. Okay. So what in between real life DJing and VR DJing, how different is the two experiences? And what's similar about them as well?
The difference between the VR DJing and real life DJing, I say, is that I can keep an eye on the crowd reaction a little bit better in real life. In VR, I'm having to constantly, look up into my headset, look down at my, DJ gear to like make sure I'm not screwing anything up, but I'm also keeping an eye on what's going in case, suddenly my stream dropped out and like someone's trying to tell me that, and because that's always something I'm always terrified of in VR is just technical difficulties about me knowing, and I'm just constantly playing like nothing's wrong, and everyone's just like, oh, what's going on? I don't hear any music, because it's happened before. It's not a great feeling.
And how did you deal with those problems in VR?
Generally, you really just kind of roll with the punches, just try to fix it as you can on the fly, and fun. Hopefully you have a recording so that anyone who was interested in listening can listen to how it was intended.
Okay. So were you around during EAC as well?
Yeah, I was around for, I want to say, a good part of a year before I got in.
Okay. How was things during that while you were on? Whoa.
Yeah, tracking go burr.
I think he had difficulty. Yep.
Generally, I didn't really notice anything on my end that like impacted me how I really VRChat. No real major performance difference, no real impact on anything, because I never used any of the mods. That was never anything that I got privy to before they started shutting them down, so
Okay.
didn't really impact me at all.
There's a lot of people who didn't really it didn't impact that much. I'm there right there with you. I never used them. One thing I always bring up, for example, is like, since I never used mods, I didn't know the personal mirror was a thing before. So when I first hopped on after EAC and the update rolled out, it's like, wow, we got personal mirrors now. It's dope. And some of my friends are like, it's been around for a while, Lion. Why are you surprised? I never used it.
All those like cool mod features it's cool now because I guess they've acted and like implemented them into the game natively. And now we have all the great quality of life in game natively without the need of mods. I'm sure there's still stuff that people like to have back that mods provided. They can only do so much, I guess, with
stuff
in the game.
There's only so much you can do to appease people a lot of the time, because there's always going to be that one thing. I remember this one mod, or I remember this one tool. That's how it usually always is, even in real life.
Yeah, and development costs a lot of money. Like, people don't realize it, because I know a lot of people who play VRChat are developers and like very creative people, but I'm sure they would like to be fairly compensated for their time. And just like the people who are working on the VRChat project, I'm sure, would like to be compensated fairly for their time and effort that they have to put into all these the people for questing and all these updates that they put out. So it costs a lot of money, and VRChat is a free game.
Yeah.
Like I know there is VRChat Plus, but even so, a multi-subscription over time is great, but up front it's not really doing them a lot, so they can only work with what they got.
Yeah.
And that's no excuse for anyone, but it's just people need to keep the realistic expectations.
Yeah, they do. So what is your opinion on the future update coming out, the creator economy?
I'm gonna be completely honest with you, I have not been keeping up too much. Is that it sounds like from what the name is, they're gonna start trying to like pay people.
Yeah. So from my understanding, now this is from what I've read, so bear this with a grain of salt. Through VRChat groups, you'd be able to like have a subscription to to the creator of a group. Let's say they're a world builder or they develop VRChat shaders and stuff, and you'll be able to send them cash, and in turn they'll be able to code in specific benefits, like you have a special Discord role or a VR role or VRChat role, or you have access to certain rooms in their worlds and things like that. They'd be able to code in for like, this is the $5 tier, this is the $12 tier, or whatever. They'd be able to do things like that.
Right. I mean, I guess it's a cool concept, but at the same time, I don't feel why I don't see why every service feels the need to try and create their own version of something that already exists. That's literally just Patreon.
Yeah. That's a fair point.
So like people, most of these creators already have Patreons that are set up. Like I guess it would make sense to have something integrated, but just integrate Patreon into VRChat?
Fair point. Though at the same point, it will also allow VRChat to take a cut of a lot of things, and also work towards a more open economy, kind of like Second Life back in the day, where they had their own currency. You could exchange for real life and currency in and out and stuff like that. From the whisperings I've heard, that is the direction I think that VRChat wants to go, is like Second Life, but VRChat.
I guess in that aspect, it does make more sense to, if they're really wanting to go to that whole Second Life type thing, where it literally is this whole virtual Second Life, essentially, where, you can make money from it, and, all that type of stuff. I guess it does make sense to have that own in-house type thing where they are able to, like you said, they take their own cut, and then they can use that to make more improvements.
Yeah. Be like, you buy yourself VRChat coin, and they'll take like 30% of a purchase, and you buy $100 in VRChat coin, and look at $30 or something like that. I don't know what the percentages will be, but whatever it is I'm sure it'll still be good. But the next problem is, I guess, in my opinion, there's not enough people to warrant that.
Right. Yeah. That's always a thing, is like how many people are actually gonna do it.
Yeah.
And that's also the other thing too. Sorry, not to cut you off, but the other thing is just like the sheer amount of people who would want to do it. So because there's so many world builders, there's so many avatar creators, there's so many like shader makers out there. If something like this did happen, I feel like everyone, kind of like how we have an influx of everyone wanting to be a social media influencer nowadays, like everyone can't do that. Someone has to be the consumer.
Yeah.
That's the problem. It's like everyone's trying to be the person making the money. Somebody has to be at some point. And if everyone's too busy trying to make the money, nobody's going to be having the time to consume, really.
Well, at least in the bright side, I got 3 brain cells, so I think I'll still be consuming. I can't make.
Damn, where the hell did you get the other two at? I'm still working on the one that hopped out and ran away. How in the fuck did you get two more? What the hell?
I trapped them. You know, like how do I put this? I forced them in cages, and now they have to run in circles to keep my body going. The other one, free roam. I still.
So you shoved hams. So you're trying to say that your brain cells are hamsters in a cage, and you just shoved them. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, you got to keep that hamster on the wheel. You got to keep that
hamster on
the lights on up there.
Gotcha. Oh wow.
No, I completely understand that.
Well, I do see a lot of benefits from that as well, because there are a lot of people in VRChat, for example, new players. One of the most common thing you'll see in VRChat if they're new players is, what's the first thing I want? Throw an avatar. So if they have that system, be able to buy it in house instead of going like Booth or Gumroad, they'd be able to go to the world, Avatar World 4 or whatever, and they'd be able to buy whatever they like and then download it from the website or something.
That would actually be quite cool, rather than having to go to Gumroad.
And the other situation too is where you're a DJ, you'd have somewhat of an income coming in if people like what you're doing and they want you to come back. It'd be like having a live band coming in and actually doing its thing, and they get something that, and then whatever you're getting from what they dish out, and I'm just using an example, and everything else like this, you got a band that comes in and they're making $800, right? And that's what you're charging the bar is $800 to come play, blah blah blah, and everything else like this. The bar's going to get a percentage because they're dishing it. They're taking a door fee, whatever the door fee might be $5, whatever the deal is, to come and watch these guys play. Well, that money helps. They get a percentage of it. The people that make the place that you're playing at, but you get a percentage of that. So everybody gets a win plus win situation, and that brings those more people in that want to do what you're doing or more.
Right.
And then you being as a consumer, you're being a person that's getting paid the event that you might go to. See, that you like to go. Don't get me wrong, you got your thing, but there might be some rave or something you want to go. Well, you got to pay a $5 fee to get in the door. See, it's a scratch win situation. It all rotates around. It has its pluses. The negative onto it could be a nightmare.
Yeah,
because you're gonna have to have coin. Yeah, you're gonna have to have a coin system, something in here that you have to hand off, because you sure in the hell ain't gonna go, fuck, I gotta go to PayPal and dump this money in to get it to go there. You gotta have that funds in your pocket in VR funds,
right,
to get
make
it
easily
so
accessible.
You can. That's right, because if not, that's the trouble. It's gonna be the bitch. I think that's going to be the biggest bitch, is trying to get that where you have somewhere button or something that you go over. Don't get me wrong, but we'll just say the mirror over there on the wall. You have to go over and you push that setup. It takes it out of your VR character and shows that you've paid it and out the door. And then you can go. Then they can go from there. Whatever the deal is after. They check your ID if you're old enough and all that kind of crap, and then you got to pay. Whatever.
Right.
It's hard telling. But it scratches everybody's back in a way. To a way.
Yeah.
Right. Speaking of, that is something I'm like another topic that is interesting. Like,
what's that?
Identification, like in a like virtual space. But kind of in a way where you don't have to, not identification, but like age verification, but in a way where you don't need to give up your identity.
Yeah.
Or go to Discord to join their setup to get into their Discord so you can actually go to their events. It could be a nightmare. Yes. There's got to be something that they got to change. They got to change it.
Yeah. Like 18 plus or 21 plus.
Yeah, I've been saying it from day one. If you are thoroughly up to par, and I know it's hard, but and somebody will get around it because it's nothing new. If you had a way to separate anybody under 18, and if they come in, you couldn't see them. They couldn't even access the world anyhow. They could be there, but they can't go past the doors because they got no way to get into it. So you wouldn't even see them. Well, if they're underage, you could go to Black Cat, and I'm just using it for example. If you went to Black Cat and you were walking around and everything else, you would only see people that were 18 and plus, but anybody below, you couldn't even interact it. That's going to take a lot to do because that's a nightmare of its own. Plus, people being honest on filling the stuff out. But what's the consequences if you lie about what you do? They just make another account. So there's a lot of holes in it. There's a lot of holes in it.
Yeah. Well, at least on the side of like if they're making like VRChat coin, when you build your wallet for VRChat, they could always require ID. And then once you sign up for the wallet, you'd be able to they'd be able to know, oh, they have VRChat coin, therefore they're of age. And you wouldn't have to worry.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I guess for like underage people, they could be like, well, you can sign up with your parents' account, your parents' credit card, but then you have to make like a child account or whatever.
Yeah. And VRChat already has a block system in play. They can always say those with wallet can be seen, those without wallet cannot be seen, and they just do it that way. Then once you get your wallet, once you're 18, poof. But you could always, again, also steal your parents' ID, but then that's a whole other problem.
Yeah. But I guess they're still having to do ID verification at some point. Throw a fit at that.
Okay. Yeah, that is a...
I mean, I guess less so that it's like VRChat themselves rather than like just some random club owner, but still people are going to be like, well, why do I need to like give you my data even though there's an obvious reason why?
Yeah. Well, from a lot of the adult clubs, for example, a lot of them will take some form of identification. It's not like you'll have to see the whole ID. They'll want like the birth date from your ID. And generally, a lot of them they collab a lot. So if you're part of one club, Discord and verified, they'll take that as verification for the other ones they're partner with. Some of them do it that way anyway. So if you're like, Lude 4 it's not a real club. I'm just blurting something out. And they're collab with 4 other clubs, then they'd be able to like, oh hey, you're part of that one group and you're verified, we'll take you, and there's that. But that's also a whole other thing if they have to know you're there and seeing you there. But a lot of them have regulars anyway.
Yeah, that's a very fair point.
Okay. How was that whole thing over on your side of VRChat with the raves? What's your experience with kiddos and raves and stuff?
Me personally, I haven't really experienced any like underage people, or at least any people who have caused the problem from being underage at like rave events. Fortunately, because obviously that would just be very problematic and annoying.
Yeah.
But yeah. Fortunately, I haven't experienced any of that, or or either getting harassed or being harassed by underage people.
Okay. Now, on a random note, sorry to go off left field, like have to blurt thoughts out or I'll lose them.
No, you're good.
What was your first...
Like a flat tire with all the air at the top.
What was your first true VRChat-esque experience? Like, could be goofy, serious, whatever.
I'm trying to remember. Because as you know,
he's going to fight for the last brain cell he's got. You're going to screw him up like the rest of us. Thanks a lot. Way to go, Lion.
As you know, most escapades in VRChat don't happen sober, so it's hard to really recollect a lot of things that do happen. But I think it was a night at Club Orion
Mm.
or in a random public instance, and it was kind of populated, so there was a bunch of people there. I just went in. I was kind of tipsy. I just started talking to people and dancing, and it was like after I'd gotten my first headset, my first like Windows mixed reality headset, which I used for the longest time. But you know, when I was actually able to do like half body VR and actually have the headset and feel like I was actually there, that was I feel like that night was my first like, oh my god, this is what everyone is like. This is why everyone likes it. Like I felt like I was actually at a club socializing with amazing. Like the lights, the music, being able to like just turn around and actually talk to people, like see them move, gesture and whatnot. It was great.
Okay.
It was like nothing I'd ever really experienced before, because you know you can. It's a whole different experience from being in desktop from actually being in VR.
Yeah. I have noticed with a lot of those experiences like that, when you go from like desktop to half body, going backwards is a pain. When you go from half body to full body, going back to half body feels weird. When you get like face tracking and then go without it, it feels weird. Whenever you do that next level step of immersion, it just doesn't feel right to go backwards. It's like missing limbs.
I know. That's why I'm like low key so scared to get full body. I'm like, I don't want to do it because I'm never gonna be able to go back.
Well, it is nice in a way too having full body because you'd be a bit more expressive with yourself, whether you're dancing or just you overly express yourself. I tend to do that. I speak with my
I
hands and my
know.
body. I do it all the time.
I would absolutely love it, especially like to have like good hand tracking for DJing, because it's impossible to DJ with controllers in your hand. Like I don't even know how people with like indexes do it, even with the knuckles. You still have like the post that's in your like palm. I would just hit my jog wheel all the time and screw up the song.
Well, there are some interesting.
Holy shit, my foot moved.
What?
Oh, sorry, folks. I don't have leg tracking. It did move again. Holy shit! I don't look at my feet much.
Can you even see your feet?
Ha ha ha! I don't got that big of a gut, bitch. I can see my fucking feet. Fuck, Jesus Christ. God damn. What do you think? I got boobs or something? Or what the hell are you trying to point at? Wait a minute. What?
I could see it.
Are you being... I can see my feet. I don't have
Right there.
boobs. I don't have to part them to look at my feet, bitch. What the hell's wrong with you? I don't even got a strong, man. I'm okay. I got it made. I must be one of those Barbies that just lost these goodies.
Maybe. You know, one of my first true VRChat experiences, I'll avoid the one I tell all the time. There was one of the first ones I went to was in a drinking night. And I went in, I sat down, I was drinking alcohol at the time, but I was sitting at the mirror. I was still a half body. And I was sitting there wondering, why are people staring at the mirror? I don't understand it. Then I look up, two people ERPing right there in the sky, right above, and everyone's trying to awkwardly not stare. Like, oh, yeah, no. One's moaning, oh
boy.
no, can't look, this is weird. Turn them down. Okay, nope, I still hear them. Eventually, they kept on ERPing lower and lower, so people are trying to avoid them. They end up changing mirrors at one point because eventually it's just right there in front of everybody.
I would have been going, yeah, give it to him. Go like hell. Oh, slow down, dude. Slow down. You're going to blow.
Give it to him.
Oh, man, you're going to make a mess, and I got to stand in it. And I stand in a lot. No matter what the deal is, I stand in it. So, yeah, I would have had fun with that. I've never been in that situation yet.
Oh, Lord.
Great.
Yeah, it was one of those weird. That was one of the first experiences with VR. One of the many first true VRChat-esque experiences I can name. Oh Lord, There's another one. This is the one I tell all the time. I've got it because it's funny. I went into a Murder 4 lobby and I loaded in. First thing I saw was
Yeah.
a bunch of kiddos and brush avatars moaning Oni-chan, and I noped the fuck out of there as fast as I could.
Oh, I have
boy.
one. I remember
Yeah,
going to the movie. I could say this one. I remember going to a movie theater and everything else like this, watching watching was it Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter? I don't remember which one it was. And sitting there watching the movie, and all of a sudden you look down. Are you seriously? Oh man, two good friends. Seriously? Oh my god. Ruined the movie. Now that one is literally shit. When you get to that certain scene, you're going, I remember this scene. It fucks me up every time because I have to look down to see if there's anybody getting it on below me.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's great. Fucking great. Yeah. You guys know you could have went around the corner to the other room. You could have went around and went to the other room too. Yeah, but I was here first. Fuck you. I'm comfy. Yeah, that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes.
I was gonna say that those are very two distinct movie series, and I'm not sure how you could really mix those two up. But given the situation, I'll give that a pass.
Yeah, you're just
given the
fucking unreal.
situation.
To be fair,
There's one other one. Since you have another one, the other one to get you off get off the subject. The other one was, the sleeping worlds, right?
Yeah.
It's a sleeping world. You're supposed to be supposedly sleeping in it, not having sex with somebody in it, walking, going, whoa. Yeah, and you can hear them moan, and you're on the second floor listening down. That's how bad it was.
Jeez.
And people are coming up, are you making the noise? No, I just got in here. Well, they couldn't find the people that were making the noise. That was the issue. Because there were so many people around, they didn't know who was doing it. It's fucking hilarious as shit.
Why are we ERPing in the public sleeping world? I don't know.
Yeah. It's just great.
What's going on?
I usually just go in there and talk real loud to wake everybody up, just to be a dick. Because I got nothing better to do instead of stare at a mirror. So you go start talking back and forth, start telling jokes. People come up to you, and I've had it plenty of times. Would you keep it down? This is a sleeping room. Well, no shit. But you ever thought of taking the headgear and go to sleep? And then they get pissed and walk away.
That is one thing I like immersion. I get it. I will never understand sleeping in VR. I no shade to anyone who does it. I just don't get it. Like I said, this thing is so uncomfortable for me. I could never imagine trying to sleep in this thing.
My problem is if I fell asleep with this son of a bitch on one, I'm sitting in a chair. I'm not standing up. But still, my problem would be like if you had a wig on. All of a sudden you turn, right? The fucking headset would be in the back and the strap would be over my eyeballs. That'd be really fucking comfortable to wake up going, oh my God, it's dark. My shit, what the hell? Oh, fuck, it's backwards.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's just, you know.
Like, what if you toss and turn a lot too? Like, oh, sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
You first. It's all good. Mine's just...
You got it out the door. Let's go. Man, we do this shit all the time. Go ahead. We interrupt all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Just like if you're tossing and turning like me, you're gonna be like wrapping your especially people with indexes. You're gonna be like fucking spaghetti, like shibari wrapped up in your fucking index cable by the time you wake up. I don't understand how that works. How do people not have difficulty where you just do they just sleep on their back and just like a dead fish and just not move? Like what? I don't get it. I guess some people do sleep like that, so I guess.
I can't do it. I also won't do it. Like if I'm getting tired, I'll hop out of VR on purpose because I want to ground myself a little bit. But during the few times I have passed out of VR, I feel a permanent imprint of where my headset was on my face. I feel like I'm like a raccoon with that special mask forced by the index by pressing into my face.
Today's news: man hangs himself without even hanging from the ceiling, wrapped up in his power cord to his index because it's around his neck. Wow. Well, we're gonna have to put a safety label on that and warn people so we don't get sued. Please do not sleep with headset so you wrap your cord around your neck and be part of the news next week.
Oh no!
He did.
I don't look forward to the day where that is in the actual news.
I can't wait.
Give it time. Somebody will sue the fucking company. You didn't put a warning label on it that if I fell asleep with it, it'll wrap around my neck and choke me to death. What the hell is wrong with you? Don't common sense take your shit off? Just like a common ladder, right? You ever looked at a ladder? The last step.
Yeah.
There's stickers up the ass at the last step. Please do not step past this point. You might cause an accident. That tells you somebody fucking did it and sued their ass because they weren't smart enough to go, that last step, there ain't another step beyond that one, is there? Holy shit, fucking people, pull your head out of your ass. Whee! I just face-dived it. I'm going,
I
Christ.
can't wait for the day where we'll boot up our VR headsets and see warning labels. Please don't sleep with VR headset. Please be sure to hop out of your headset every once in a while. Login time for your VR headset's going to be 3 hours. Then you'll take a mandatory break. Please avoid sleeping. We notice you're not just all those weird things that'll pop in your headset eventually.
Oh god,
Yeah,
just the fucking health and safety warnings that you just have to click through every fucking time you start the game.
Yeah, can you imagine the very last one? Please make sure you urinate before you put a headset on so you don't drop your headset or piss your pants. That'd be a good one to click on going, somebody was thinking, somebody did it. Yep, because that's the only reason it's there. Think about it. Anytime they put shit there, it's usually because somebody's done it.
Please be sure to urinate after ERP.
What happened? Oh shit! Oh man, it's running down my leg. Mom! Yeah, you pissed your pants again, didn't you? You didn't do what the warning label is. I've seen it. Don't worry about it. I know what you're talking about. You ain't my fault. I ain't doing your laundry anymore. You're over 21. Do it yourself. Piss yourself. That's your own situation.
I'm surprised there
Don't
hasn't...
ERP your pants.
ERP your pants. I'm surprised there hasn't been any news from stuff like that. The whole wrapping yourself in your cord stuff, because it's got to happen to at least of once some person sleeping or dancing around, wraps around the neck and just slips.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hopefully, it's hasn't been any like major consequences.
Oh, wait a minute. I want you to stop and think about this. Would you be the person to turn around and tell everybody else that you were that fucking stupid? And didn't you? No, I sure fucking. Hey man, what happened? I fell asleep, woke up, go. I can't breathe. Oh, yeah, you're gonna go around telling everybody you wrapped your fucking cable around your neck and fell asleep. No fucking way, I would. I pissed myself because I wasn't smart enough to take the headset off to go pee because I didn't want to miss something. Yeah, my ass, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, John, what happened to you? You just all of a sudden you just got quiet. I peed my pants. Yeah, I don't fucking think that's gonna be a good issue to tell anybody. I sure fucking wouldn't. It'd be a lot worse. I forgot to wipe too. I shit my pants because I didn't get up fast enough to take the headset off. I've been on here for 8 hours. Didn't have enough common sense there. Oh, yeah, what happened? Yeah, I shit my pants.
To be fair, Raptor,
you really shit your pants?
It would be the person who did it that would sue. It'd be some concerned mother who saw their kid sleeping in their headset and all wrapped up into it. It's not gonna be the person. Like, I'm sure that kid's gonna want to forget it. Well, the mother drags that poor kid to court. Your headset wrapped around his neck while he was sleeping. Blah blah blah. Kid's like, I wish I forget this. Mom, please shut up. I don't want to listen to the story
Mom,
again.
shut up. Mom, shut up. I don't want to hear this, Mom. Oh yeah,
like, Mom, no, stop.
Can you imagine being? Ryan, can you imagine being in court, turning around, and everything else warning like there was no warning label. My son played it for 8 hours and pissed himself where he sat. What the hell is wrong with you guys? Don't have a warning. Mom, would you shut up about telling people I pissed my pants being on VR? Please shut up. Wow, Junior, you just keep doing it. And if doctors are concerned, Mom, just shut up. It was my fault, okay? Just don't have to sue anybody to do it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'd want to be.
Oh, that's giving me thoughts. Like, what if there were like fucking hygiene meters and like how there is in The Sims in fucking VRChat. Like, your fucking hygiene, your pee meter fills up and you have to go pee.
Oh shit, the line's over. I gotta get this bitch off. Oh, see, I gotta go. Where'd you go? I had to pee, man. The meter moved way over. Did you have to actually go? No. Just the meter moved. I had to go pee.
Oh, God.
Oh, guys, I got off the VR headset. Told me I was stinky. Get a shower now. Goodbye. People may actually pay attention to those things when they're VR, because you all know that one dude who doesn't leave VR, just hops in VR, there all day, eats, sleeps, drinks, shits in here. There's always that one person.
Yeah. Yeah. It's important to take breaks. Like, I don't think I've ever spent more than 4 hours in VR, and like that's probably the longest I've ever been in VR.
I can't say that much.
Hey, no shade, no disrespect to anyone who has spent longer than VR in me. I know that I am definitely considered the lightweight. I only have 460 hours in it.
Oh, look, time for me to go. Bye, everybody.
Hey, I'm right beside you. Come on. I'm not holding your hand while you pee, so we're not going down that road. I ain't going that way. Nope.
Well, in VR, you
See,
know
I am ousting myself. The VR chat
now,
right here.
Wait a minute. I finally figured out why they put bathrooms in these son of a bitchin' places. Everybody, it's just to remind you to go to the bathroom. Fuck, I thought it was just decoration all my time. What the hell? What the hell do I know?
Raptor,
just to
here in
remind you to
VR,
go pee
don't
once in a
actually
while.
have to hold my hand when I go to the bathroom. You can just be here in VR holding my hand while I'm going to the bathroom. No one will know the wiser.
Oh, thanks. When
True.
they did,
True.
you know, they're getting them wireless. I could see that. Going, hey, Raptor, and you're sitting there talking. All of a sudden, wait a minute, are you peeing? Shh. Don't tell anybody. Yeah, right. I'd be go over. Yeah, you're standing right there while he's sitting there going, taking a leak. Yeah, that'd be great.
I can't
Looking
wait
up,
for
especially small as I am. Yeah, it's gonna look really great looking up while you're peeing. That's not my thing, but okay, no problem.
For the day where you'd walk into like a black cat, hear someone just emptying their bowels because wireless headsets and bathrooms and shit.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, in the bathroom itself, going to the bathroom, what it's actually used for in Black Cat, instead of standing in front of the mirror, everybody's going in there to go pee. That'd be fucking interesting.
Someone's in the stall,
Yep,
someone
no,
goes into
toilet
the fake bathroom, you just hear the echoing from the toilet as they're going nuts. I shouldn't have had tacos. There in the fucking bathroom.
Yeah, over there shitting themselves, so you can hear it echoing back through. That'd be great going. Yeah, just like the real life. You're in the bathroom taking a leak, and you hear this guy go blowing out his ass. You're going, God damn it, hurry up, get down. It's gonna reek like a bitch. I want to get out of here.
Someone's in there pissing a river,
and you
you're like,
like,
damn,
tell me
you fried
that's
chicken
never
in there?
happened. Yeah, you can't tell me you've never been in a situation like that where you're in there and all of a sudden somebody blasts out their asshole and you want to get the fuck out of there. You could tell me you've never had that situation.
I remember this one time I was I was in a public bathroom. I think it was at a beach bathroom. I go and I have to go into the stall. I sit down and the dude next to me sounds like he's dying or passing goats. I look over, bro, are you okay? And he just goes, no, dude, I'm dying in here. And just
You're hurry up going. Hope you drop a louder turd than he does so it stinks his side up before he stinks you up. Yeah, I know how that goes.
I genuinely felt bad for the guy. It sounded like he was dying in his stall. Oh, Lord.
Here's what I always get at. When you go into the urinal, right, and there's nobody there, you got 3 or 4 urinals. Which urinal do you take?
I like being an asshole.
Which one do you grab?
If I'm the first one, I'll grab the middle to be a dick.
It's a gen. I usually take the second. I always take the second one from the end to the end, go whatever direction is to furthest over. I don't know why.
See, that's a fair take. I generally would use the one that's furthest away from the door.
I can understand that, indeed. I just like being that troll.
I always get stuck with the kids' urinal, so it feels like you're pissing on the floor because it's so far down there, and everybody else has got the other one because they didn't want to take it either, and I got stuck. Fuck, you're sitting there peeing, going, "God damn it, really going way down there, ain't it?" I was a kid one time. I wonder what that looks like today for those young little guys going, "Hey, I'm a big boy. I can stand up and pee." Wait until you get to the other one. You piss on that one, it's gonna go way over.
The one time people can feel like a giant is when you piss in the kids' urinal. Oh, look, I'm ginormous compared to the urinal. This is where it's supposed to be. Look, in comparison.
Well, at least you can turn around and tell your significant other going, "Yeah, I'm hung like a horse." Why is that? Because, God, it took forever to get down there to the bottom. Huh? Just sit there, what? Leave it alone. You don't have to tell her anymore. It's just, okay, if you think so. Yeah. Yeah, all right.
Oh, the wild
things we talk about in VR.
The tall people problem is that those kid urinals, I literally have to fucking squat. It's awful. I literally have to like squat down like halfway, like how my avatar is right now almost. It's fucking you.
You just don't let it hang? What the hell's your...
Gotta do crouching urinal hidden toilet in order to get in to take a piss.
Oh my god. Oh god.
Yeah. Urinals are not my friend, no.
Fair enough.
Nah, wow.
Oh.
Understandable. We talked the weirdest... God, we're getting great at talking about the weirdest shit in here, aren't we? Now we're talking about urinals.
Hey, we got it all over the place. Hey, I'm cool with it.
Well, to be fair, we've talked about some weirder and crazier shit just because that's where the conversation went.
Yeah. Goes from one extreme to another. This is one of the best ones, I think. We went from fucking talking about DJ, being a DJ and hard metal to going, "What'd you do today?" I used the kids' urinal at fucking Walmart. It was fucking great. I felt like I was King Kong. That was fucking great. Oh,
gotta work out doing it too.
You know, before we end this, I kind of want to do a skit now where some guy walks into a bathroom full of urinals and you see a bunch of dudes in there having some yoga exercise class doing squats in front of the urinal.
Oh my god.
That would be great. Oh man.
New type of yoga. You gotta try it in the bathroom. How do you do it? Just stand at the goddamn urinal and you do this. Oh wow. Does that work real well? Yeah, it really helps it come out real great. After you're done, you feel like you gotta go take a shit because you pushed too hard. Yeah, that'd be great. Go from one extreme to another. Wow, look on the bright side. All you have to do is turn around and shit in the urinal.
Welcome to the new Jazzercise.
Call it the detox.
Gene Simmons.
Oh boy, yeah, call it the new detox exercise.
Yeah, by Gene Simmons. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah.
The funny thing is, a lot of people
like
show
idea.
up to a detox jazzercise in a bathroom just to wonder what the fuck is going on in the first place.
I'll give you that. That's probably true. Yeah, that just a morbid curiosity. Yeah.
To be honest, I'd go out of morbid curiosity.
Yeah.
Like, wait, hold on. Gene Simmons is doing a what? I gotta go and see this.
See it, fuck, just get the tape. It'll be out in about a week. Just wait for the CD to come out and you can watch it on it or YouTube. Somebody's gotta fucking do it. You gotta watch this shit. Check this shit out. Yeah, somebody's gonna try it. Yep. Exercise. Yeah. How many calories are you lose? I don't know. I just pissed it away like everything else. What the fuck you want from me?
Look at the bright side. You can hydrate and urinate at the same time while you're doing your exercise.
At the same time.
Most efficient place to
Oh my
exercise.
Hey, drink your water, pee it out. Drink your water, pee it out. Exercise. Here we go. Yeah. Oh, don't forget to hit the lever. All right, move out of the way of the eye, and it'll flush. It'll flush for you, and you feel like you're getting a bath at the same time because it's just going all over the place. Yeah, that'd be great.
Oh, the splashback.
Flashback. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mom, it's peeing on me. Did you believe the lever? No! I just moved out of the way and I drowned it in it. Well, at least everything's worse below your pants line. That's what it looks like. You pissed your pants when you come out of the bathroom. No, it was just the eye went off and you got splashed.
Oh,
Well,
Lord. With that said, is there anything you'd like to plug, Mr. Kuma?
I really just want to say thank you for having me on. Thanks for the opportunity.
No problem.
I guess if I really want to plug something, stay tuned if you guys are into metal music, because I know I was talking about traditional DJing today, but I have a very big passion for metal music and rock and all that other hard stuff. And I actually run a club called Hellscream where we actually play rock and metal music. So that's going to be something that I'm working on getting back into action soon, as it's been on hiatus for a couple months. But working on getting some events in play, and we'll be back soon.
Bye, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day.
God, I don't know where to go with this, but okay. Enjoy your day, folks. And if you're a man, if you're shaking it twice, they say you're playing with it too much, but guess what? Somebody's got to do it because nobody else is, and especially in the bathroom. Have a good one, folks. Take care.